Welcome back to our video blog series from National Drug Screening. Today, we're going to talk about ETG alcohol testing. I'm Joe Riley, President of National Drug Screening. It's great to be back here on our video blog series from National Drug Screening. Today's topic is ETG alcohol testing. We get a lot of calls for ETG alcohol testing. You may never have heard of it, but we get calls for ETG alcohol testing to show recent or long-term consumption of alcohol. We use a urine specimen to test for ETG alcohol testing, showing us a look-back period of consumption of alcohol about up to 80 hours. We can also use a hair specimen for ETG alcohol testing to show a look-back period of up to about 90 days. Jordan Mulson here at National Drug Screening is one of our drug testing specialists, and he gets calls often for ETG alcohol testing. Jordan will be joining us momentarily to answer some questions about recent customers who have called about ETG alcohol testing. Welcome back to the NDS video blog series. We have a special guest today, Jordan Mulson. Welcome, Jordan.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, we're going to continue to talk about ETG alcohol tests. I know, Jordan, that you get a lot of calls for ETG alcohol. Can you tell us a little bit about, who are the folks that are calling for this type of test?
So yeah, we get a lot of calls for ETG urine testing and hair testing, but for urine testing, the primary focus and request for ETG urine testing is court-based cases. Somebody's calling in and say, hey, I'm court-ordered to take a urine ETG test. A lot of times it'll be a 5-panel or a 10-panel with ETG added onto it.
So Jordan, what specifically are they looking to find out with the ETG portion of the test for alcohol?
They're looking, and the difference between alcohol and ETG is looking for consumable alcohol only, so drinking alcohol, beer, liquor predominantly, obviously. And they're typically in some type of a no tolerance program or no tolerance alcohol case. So they're looking to make sure that that person has not consumed any drinking alcohol over the past 80 hours.
Okay, so it's not measuring intoxication, it's measuring whether somebody's actually consumed alcohol or not.
That's correct.
Okay,
Yeah.
And then what about the folks with the hair testing? I know the hair has a longer look-back period. What type of folks are asking for the hair ETG alcohol test?
It's very similar, being that typically it's court case related. The main difference that I'm seeing between folks who are calling in for ETG urine cases versus ETG hair cases is people who are calling in for ETG hair cases are usually attorneys. Now, I shouldn't say usually, but a lot of them, a good majority of them, are attorneys calling in for a client or for an opposing counsel, and they're looking for a longer look back period, a lifestyle type of a picture, and making sure that somebody hasn't consumed drinking alcohol over the course of the past 90 days.
Yeah, so I guess a lot of times we got folks that are in a DUI program or in maybe going through a divorce case or a child custody case, and there's accusations of drinking when they shouldn't be drinking, and I guess these type of tests are showing, in fact, whether they've been drinking or not.
Exactly. Okay. Yep, and the details that we lack that I don't get because confidentiality, as Joe will tell you, is a big deal here. We don't need to know the details of somebody's court case. So typically, unless somebody discloses that information to us for a specific reason, we don't try to pull a bunch of details out. Somebody says, I'm ordered by the court to take an ETG hair test or a urine test. Unless they tell us more, that we don't get the details of their case unless they have to tell us for some reason. So we protect their privacy and confidentiality in that regard.
Good information, Jordan. And we know from looking at your results and statistics on your sales reports from the last couple of weeks, it's almost like you get 2 or 3 calls for ETG every day.
Just about, yeah.
Okay.
That's a pretty good average.
Well, thank you very much for sharing with us today, and we want to invite everybody to continue to visit the National Drug Screening blog page. We do have several articles on ETG alcohol testing, and we'll be featuring this topic more in the future, so keep an eye out and check back for the National Drug Screening blog. Thank you. Have a great day.